Here we go again. Time to learn. Okay, it's time to extend the arsenal of your skills with today's lesson in how to clean a kettlebell. 90% of people that I notice in the gym using a kettlebell and trying to clean it actually do it wrong. They allow the kettlebell, as you'll see here, I'm going to show you some bad technique to kind of give you an idea of probably what you're doing or what you're likely to have seen. So when people typically clean a kettlebell, they allow the kettlebell to kind of flip over their hand and land heavy on the back of their wrist. So when you're gripping a kettlebell for a clean, I mean, that really is everything. It's pretty much the most important part of getting the technique right, is getting that initial grip right. It's the difference between getting the handle sitting here or getting the handle sitting real deep into the palm of your hand. So that is the first problem. The second problem that people have with their grip when they're trying to do a kettlebell clean is that they grip too hard. You want the kettlebell to be able to move in your hand. So with your grip sorted like that, now you need to understand that kettlebell rack position. The kettlebell rack position is almost a passive or resting position. So it's an important position to get right, and it's not complicated. So really simply speaking, you need to keep your forearm close to your side. You need to keep your elbow pointing down and away from you at about a 45-degree angle, and your thumb on your sternum, okay? So with your thumb on your sternum and your elbow tucked into your sides and slightly pointing away from you, you've got a bit of a pocket or a bit of a cradle position in your arm. Now the kettlebell should sit comfortably in that position and really shouldn't be hurting your wrist at all. It's real simple. That cradle position is comfortable and an important position for lots of other moves that are useful with a kettlebell. And that grip is just, it's so crucial, and it's not something that anyone really ever thinks about. Nice way to set up for that grip is tuck your forefingers into the corner of the kettlebell handle, put your thumb down one horn of the handle, and that is a secure, soft grip position that will allow the kettlebell to rotate as you need it to, and for you to manipulate the movement of the kettlebell smoothly with low impact on the back of your wrist. So when you clean a kettlebell, make sure that you are cleaning it from the hook of your hand, thumb down the horn, whipping your hand up, dropping your elbow as fast as possible to create that cradle in your arm, just there for the kettlebell to sit into nice and easy. Remember, you're not flipping the kettlebell over your hand, you're turning your hand to make sure that the kettlebell moves around the outside of it and lands nice and soft in the cradle of your arm into the kettlebell rack position. So you can clean a kettlebell from a static and a swinging position. The swing just tends to be a bit shallower than your normal swing. As you clean the kettlebell from a swing, you're going to collect it onto your forearm, bring your thumb into your sternum, set up that rack position perfectly, and allow the kettlebell to drop into the cradle of your arm. It's still not going to be a high impact exercise. If you get that swing to clean technique right, then that kettlebell's still traveling around the outside of your hand and it lands soft into the cradle. You're never looking to flip the kettlebell over your fist and land hard onto your arm. It's just not how you do a clean. Here's a quick tip. If you have to eat on the go, like most people, carb killer protein bars. Tastes like a chocolate bar, looks like a chocolate bar, it's wrapped like a chocolate bar, but they put shitloads of protein in it. And instead of juice, why not use BCAAs? Everyone takes the piss out of me for how slow I eat and for how small my bites are. But guess what? If you take small bites and eat slowly, your meals last longer and it makes you feel like you're eating for a greater proportion of your day. Take smaller bites. You will enjoy your food more. By increasing the surface area of everything you eat, you get more flavor. So smaller bites equals more flavor. It's simple maths and physics. Physics of the tongue. Delicious. Since I know this has been useful for you, go find me online, hit subscribe, follow my Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. All the links are below on my YouTube profile, and the link for my YouTube is on my Instagram. Find me everywhere. Right, let's go train. Really, it's as simple as that. We're just going through that clean technique today. Like I said, you can do it with 1 kettlebell or 2. You can do it in as its own exercise, to be honest. Sometimes I can't speak, but give me a break. I'm multitasking and men aren't supposed to do that.